Hey everybody, welcome to Fowl Territory number, 243, and it is Friday, December the 8th, everybody. So welcome, one and all, to the big shoe. All right, let's go ahead and start the banner. Make sure it has the right hashtag in it. All right, so here we go. Let's take a look and see who we've got out there. The first one I see out in the chat is Kingpin. He says, yo, yo, and Travis T. See y'all soon. Pat in the Bunker is out there and in here, as is Obnoxious One. We have Artec and
I'm sorry, that's Obnoxious One, the verified.
Oh, it doesn't show up on here as the verified.
Get it right.
But he is he has been verified to be Obnoxious One, and I can verify he's obnoxious. So how about that? Anyway, glad to have him. Check mark and all. Artec and Daughters is out there, as is Michael Dunn. Blitz is in the audience. Chris Lang has an actual yo-yo on the table in front of him. Defense Dad is out there.
There's possibly one sitting in the chair as well.
Possibly. Dale Pogue is in the audience. Let's see. Dwayne 7834 is out there. Weston Probst.
Oh, I really miss Dwayne 7833.
Well, this is the new improved version. All right, let's see. John Z Outcast with disabilities, but that's all one person, by the way. He's out there too.
Oh, it's not two people? I figured it was John the Outcast, and then he was in the room with disabilities.
No.
Oh,
all together.
Okay.
Awesome. R4 Mississippi Thunder's out there. Michael Dunn.
Is that one person? Because that seems like
it's
is. Okay.
It is. Rick Waters. If I could get him clicked on. There he is. Rick Waters out there. Justin Grimm is just in time. How about that? See what I did there?
Nope, I completely missed it.
Mike White, 2A Advocacy is out.
That has to be two people. It's got a comma separating it.
Yeah, it very well could be two people.
Okay.
All right. Boomstick Revenge is in the audience. John Z says, I'm a little bit of everything in one big ball of mush. How about that? That doesn't make you a bad person necessarily.
No, it's all the other stuff that makes him a bad person.
But R4 says, I am one person. Okay. Verified to be one person. Hillbilly Up is out there and in here also. So speaking of the ones in here, yes, we do have an esteemed panel for you this evening. And as soon as I find out what they're esteemed about, I probably won't do anything about it. But anyway, let's see if they can tell us. So here's my panel for this evening. And of course, immediately next to me is my co-host with the co-most. He is from the state of North Carolina. Nothing could be finer than my co-host from Carolina. He is, of course, the ray of sunshine that brightens our day, the visitor from the east, the voice of reason, and the man of orange, the verified Obnoxious One.
Yo.
Yo, indeed. All right, glad to have you. Tread is out there. Tread says, well, it is a panel. That's true. It is a panel.
True story.
I can verify that we only have one panel this evening. Okay. All right. Well, speaking of panel, thanks for being here, Obnoxious. Next to him, deep underground in an undisclosed location. Well, it sounds like to me he already disclosed his location because he told us he's deep underground.
Yep, that's it.
So,
He gave
so
it away.
much for OPSEC there.
Yep, he's terrible at it. He's almost as bad at it as you.
Almost.
And
He'll have to work
you are
on it.
literally terrible at OPSEC.
Yes, I am, Adam. Anyway.
Son of a bitch.
Anyway, let's welcome aboard Pat in a bunker.
Well, it's pretty hard to follow that, but anyway.
It is.
Yeah, thanks for having me on tonight. Been under the weather the last couple of weeks. Been fighting a real terrible flu, but man, I am so glad to be doing something other than writhing in coughing and hacking on a couch or in a tractor or in a missile silo. So, yeah, just glad to be here. Thanks for having me on, Gary. Appreciate it.
You bet. Thanks for being here. Blitz says Obnoxious One is esteemed. Nice, man. Congrats on a promotion. Well, how about that? Tread says Chinese pneumonia. And we
Could've
have
been.
out there on Twitch land, Corey KK is out there. Wow. Okay. Well, welcome. There's my one viewer from Twitch. All right. So anyway, more panelists down on the bottom row. And we got a guy here with a brand new avatar. And he is, of course, my neighbor to the east from the Show Me state of Missouri. He is the host of Guns, Beer, and Therapy Saturday Night podcast. He just came here from Georgia Shooting Connection. Let's welcome your friend and mine, Hillbilly up.
Hey, buddy. How you doing, man? Thanks for having me on tonight.
Man, I'm doing all right. How are you?
Fun time being on here. Always look forward to every Friday night, buddy.
Yeah, we look forward to having you. Woods is out there, says, hey, folks. And Tread says, crap. Okay.
I agree.
Well, that's pretty much true. All right. Well, thanks for being here, Hillbilly. And last but not least, Tread says, crap, I missed Georgia Shooting Connection again. Yeah, I did too. I had other things to do. Had a busy night. Anyway, my last panelist so far, anyway, he comes to us from the Keystone State. And he is right now the host of not much of anything except, I believe, a monthly book club. More stuff to follow maybe next year. But right now, he is the guy who shoots and cooks, or cooks and shoots. Hopefully he doesn't cook them before he shoots them. That could be messy. Or guns and barbecue.
You already know why I'm steamed. I decided to shoot it after I cooked it.
Oh, okay. Hopefully it was done.
There's just a little bit of lead poisoning. It's never killed anybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, the views and opinions expressed by Guns and Barbecue, the views and opinions of Guns and Barbecue only do not reflect the views and opinions of anybody here on the panel or the scientific community in general or the millions of people that have died from lead poisoning.
That's true.
It's just the cancer that kills you after.
Defense Dad says his state needs better beer. I think he's talking about Guns and Barbecue.
But
you
to
know,
be
they
fair,
have
some
more
people
than
died
just
of lead
Keystone.
poisoning like an ounce at a time.
Wood says book club is a dumb idea. Who thought of that?
Oh, no.
Well, heck, fire. Well, all right. So, what's going on in the world, panel? Anything just jump out at you that you want to tell us, talk about, yell about, scream about before we go looking for topics? Don't everybody jump in.
Looks like the
Hanukkah's tonight.
magazine. Yep. Was it the first or the second night?
I don't know. I think it's the first night.
Okay.
I'm not Jewish, so I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, Hanukkah started, and on top of that, looks like we've got some good rulings from the 2A side of the house so far. Everything's looking pretty decent right at the moment. Uh, you can go check out the channels and everything. I don't have everything straight in my head right now. I've been running around doing too many other things, but the 18 to 21 ban looks like it's going to be struck down, and the magazine ban looks like hopefully it's going to be struck down completely here pretty quick. So fingers crossed, but
But to listen to all the sky is falling gun tubers out there, we know who they are. I'm not mentioning
yeah.
any names. Oh no, there's new bills coming. They're going to take away the Second Amendment. We're all going to die.
Well, the one already got struck down and it's dead. So hopefully the rest of them fall like dominoes. I'm hoping. Sorry, I try to be an optimistic, but we'll see what happens.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Tread says gun show in Columbia, South Carolina at the fairgrounds this weekend. So anybody in the Columbia, South Carolina? Is anybody else in the Columbia, South Carolina area? Don't think so. Defense Dad says, Gary, you forgot the ammo shortage.
Oh, well, it's never come back from COVID, so it's not really a shortage.
I heard prices are going up
Yeah.
again.
Yep.
Surprise!
Mm.
Oh, look who's out there. Brooke Cheney is out there in the audience. She said the laws are super bad. Any law that restricts our ability to keep and bear arms is super bad, in my opinion. Everybody agree with that one?
You know.
Yep.
You know some good laws?
No, there are no good laws.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's
how
probably a
Brooke
few
got-
good laws, but none of those.
Anybody glad to
I
have
just want to
Brooke
know how
Cheney?
Brooke got permission to stay up this late.
What if they made a law that said that you couldn't make any new gun laws and it repealed all previous gun laws?
It'd just get declared unconstitutional.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds unconstitutional to
Or
declare that
Biden would write
unconstitutional.
a presidential order saying, restore all the gun laws. Take all the ARs. Woods says, come on, Gary. More laws equals safer. Really? Michael Dunn says, thought Brooke goes to bed at 9. Wow. So we have SS Pawn, otherwise known as Stan, out there in the audience. 10th thumbs up. Good evening, going to local gun show, looking for another 5.7 handgun. Okay. John Z says, I can be a dog if anyone wants to come take me for a car ride. Anyone want to pick me up? Brooke says, you can thank my daughter for staying out late tonight. Your daughter stayed out late or you did? Inquiring minds want to know. It's really none of my business, though. Oh,
Staying up late or staying out late?
She just returned from getting her. Okay.
Ah.
Defense Dad says, we still have decent ammo prices here. Shields for the win. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's not too bad down in my neck of the woods. The local ammo company that I get mine stuff, Meat Ammo, had to increase here about a couple weeks ago, but just by a tiny fraction. But they've got some specials going on right now, and especially on their frangible ammo is really good. So I'll plug them real quick. Meat Ammunition out there. So
Yeah, I need to order some more meat ammo. I like it.
Travis T says, what's up, peeps? Brooke says, bed shortly for sure, teaching all weekend. All right. Let's take a look, boys and girls, at what's in the news. And on the website, bearingarms.com, Under top Second Amendment stories, we have No, LeBron, what's ridiculous is your ignorance. This is why ranges are touchy about gun safety. Florida cops confiscated ammo from law-abiding folks. Second Circuit upholds injunction on portions of New York carry law. And disregard for Bruin evident in dueling rulings on gun bans in parks. All right, so we're going to let my esteemed co-host Obnoxious One pick the first one.
For $1,000, Noctis, what topic do you pick tonight?
Well, let's go to gun bans in parks.
Gun bans in parks for 500. All right. And this was written by Cam Edwards this afternoon, so it ought to be fairly fresh off the press. Cam says, according to a 3-judge panel on the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals, New York's ban on lawful concealed carry in public parks likely comports with the Constitution and the Second Amendment. Meanwhile, a federal judge in New Mexico recently declared that Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham's public health order banning concealed carry in parks in Albuquerque and Bernalillo County likely won't withstand a court challenge. How did each court make their differing determinations, and what do their respective readings tell us about how the Bruin decision is being applied and misapplied in jurisdictions across the country? Let's start with the opinion by U.S. District Judge Kia W. Riggs in New Mexico, granting an injunction against the governor's park ban. In her decision, Riggs rejected the evidence put forth by the governor's counsel, purporting to show a long-standing tradition of prohibiting concealed carry in public parks. The vast majority of the local ordinances cited by the governor came far too late in U.S. history to serve as appropriate analogs, according to the judge, with most of them coming into existence in the late 1800s or early 1900s, long after the Second Amendment was ratified, and a generation removed from the ratification of the 14th Amendment. I'm going to skip over that long thing there. That's a pretty straightforward analysis. New Mexico couldn't cite any laws in place around the time of the Second Amendment's ratification that dealt with gun bans in public places that are analogous to today's public parks. The laws they did cite either came too late in time or were from territories which the Supreme Court has already said are not useful in determining whether a particular sensitive place is constitutional. New York's attorneys relied on many of the same sources cited by New Mexico, but the Second Circuit panel was much more open than Judge Riggs to accepting those statutes, as evidenced by their response to the first historical analog offered by New York, which predates the Second Amendment by hundreds of years. And just quoting here, according to the state, the well-established tradition of regulating firearms in quintessential public forums such as fairs and markets justifies regulating firearms in public parks, which today often serve as public forums. As examples of this tradition, the state reaches as far back as a 1328 British statute, forbidding going or riding armed by night or by day in fairs, markets. Statute of Northampton. The Supreme Court explicitly rejected using the Statute of Northampton as any sort of modern-day analog in Bruin, declaring it, at least as it was understood during the Middle Ages, has little bearing on the Second Amendment adopted in 1791. The Statute of Northampton was enacted nearly 20 years before the Black Death, more than 200 years before the birth of Shakespeare, more than 350 years before the Salem witch trials, more than 450 years before the ratification of the Constitution, and nearly 550 years before the adoption of the 14th Amendment. The Second Circuit panel maintained that while the court may have rejected the medieval Northampton statute, it did so within the context in which that statute was offered, as an analog supporting a carriage ban in public generally, which is clearly not the case. The Supreme Court said that the statute itself has little bearing on the Second Amendment, not just the right to carry in public generally. The Second Circuit panel then cites 2 colonial-era statutes based on the Statute of Northampton, though in doing so, they blithely dismissed the qualifying language in the colonial Virginia statute that only barred carrying in terror of the county. The Second Circuit panel, in other words, really found only one founding-era prohibition on carrying in places that could possibly be seen as a modern analog to public parks. But rather than treating the North Carolina statute as an outliner that should be discarded, they give it far more weight than it deserves. The other statutes noted favorably by the Second Circuit were an 1870 Texas law prohibiting firearms in forums for educational, literary, or scientific purposes, or into a ballroom, social party, or other social gathering. An 1869 Tennessee statute banned the carrying of deadly weapons by any person attending any fair, race course, or other public assembly of people. And an 1882 Missouri law banning carrying where people are assembled for educational, literary, or social purposes. The Second Circuit notes that the territories of Oklahoma and Arizona passed similar laws, but fails to acknowledge the Supreme Court's admonition not to depend or rely on territorial laws to determine the tradition of the right to keep and bear arms. The Second Circuit panel then accepted many of the late 19th century municipal ordinances on carrying in public parks that Judge Riggs flatly rejected as coming too late to serve as historical analogs, arguing fully 8% of the entire population lived in one of the urban areas governed by the state's analogs here. And again, 1896 is too late to matter according to the Supreme Court, going only by the time frame that the court has said is appropriate in looking for historical analogs. God, this is a long article. The Second Circuit found New York's ban on carrying in parks, at least in urban parks, is likely to be constitutional, based on two colonial area statutes, one of which expressly limits the ban only to those carrying with the intent to cause terror, and three state laws adopted around the time of the 14th Amendment's ratification that do not mention bans on carrying in parks at all. Those are hardly the long-standing and widespread historical traditions that SCOTUS had in mind when it laid out the Bruin test, and it demonstrates that some judges are still actively disregarding the court's instructions to uphold restrictions on our right to bear arms. Did anybody understand what the hell that article said? Because I don't.
Nope. I'm out.
Not
Anybody?
really.
Did anybody get any of that? It lost me.
I think that fella gets paid by the word.
Oh, man.
Seems like it at times.
Well,
We just lost Gizzard.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I guess we can do whatever we want in the show tonight.
Yeah, now we can do whatever we want. Somebody clicked the wrong tab.
All right, time to party.
Yeah, when you click the back
Oh,
button, you
damn,
should
he's
do
back.
it in the tab you were on, not the stream.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
Wah, wah, wah.
Well, at least I didn't mute myself.
Exactly.
All right. Well, Pat, let's see if you can do better.
The 2023's most beautiful women.
Is your name Pat?
Oh, good Lord. You're painting me right into a corner there, ain't you, Hillbilly? My wife's standing over my shoulder. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm not going to. Yeah, just pick one. Go with what you want to.
Hillbilly, you pick one.
I will take no LeBron for 10 cents because that's all it
Alright.
can be worth.
Let's see what LeBron's got going on. Look at that picture. Isn't he cutie? All right.
Wish.com.
Okay. What?
Does it say wish.com on his jersey?
It says wish something. The first time I ever saw LeBron James play basketball, it was on ESPN. He was in high school, but was such a promising talent that one of his games was aired for the entire country to see. I hadn't watched high school ball since I played, and I haven't really watched it since. I only watched this one to see the supposedly great talent. And he's good. damn good. I don't think he's as great as Michael Jordan, but that could be my own biases. Yet, like Michael, LeBron will sometimes take a shot he really shouldn't. The difference between him and Jordan, though, is Jordan generally took those shots on the court. James, not so much. Okay, quoting here, LeBron James' tone was passionate yet weary. Another shooting, this time in Las Vegas. More innocent people dead, and the Lakers superstar seemed to recognize that his plea for gun control sounds like a broken record. It just goes back to what I said before about guns in America, he said. I think it's such a longer conversation, but we keep dealing with the same story, this same conversation, every single time it happens, and it just continues to happen. The ability to get a gun, the ability to do these things over and over and over, and there's been no change is literally ridiculous. My brother from back home texted me and told me to be safe out here because he heard about the shooting at UNLV, James said. It makes no sense that we continue to lose innocent lives on campuses, schools, at shopping markets and movie theaters and all type of stuff. It's ridiculous. The fact that we haven't changed anything. It's actually been easier to be able to own a firearm. It's stupid. Really, LeBron? It's been made easier to own a firearm? Then please, oh great and wise expert on gun laws in this country, please regale us with your citation of gun law changes that have made it easier for people to buy firearms. No, I'm genuinely curious just what's been done to make it easier to buy a gun. Sure, North Carolina ended their permit to purchase requirements for handguns, but that's a single state. Washington State made it harder, though, by mandating training. Colorado enacted a waiting period for handguns as well. See, the problem here is that LeBron, because he's famous, thinks that he's somehow smarter than the rest of us. He thinks he's somehow more familiar with the issue than we are. Don't get me wrong, he's entitled to have an opinion, and he's entitled to voice that opinion. The problem is that he really doesn't know what he's talking about. For example, we don't see anything in the shooter's background from what we know of it that would suggest he should have been prohibited from buying a gun, even under the most restrictive measures James could probably imagine that might almost mesh with the Second Amendment. He was a popular professor even, so how would changing laws actually accomplish anything? Meanwhile, our non-gun homicide rate is higher as a nation than other developed nations' total homicide rate, which means there's something wrong within this country and its culture that has nothing to do with firearms. But LeBron doesn't know that. He's never bothered to learn the facts. He hasn't had to, in part because American culture trips all over itself when celebrities are involved. He's never faced debate over his ignorant takes, and yes, they're based in ignorance because he's never bothered to educate himself. At best, he's taken the anti-gun talking points and swallowed them whole, never looking at the other side of things. I'd tell LeBron to shut up and dribble, but the truth of the matter is I don't care enough to tell him to just do his job. I'd just like it if he'd either shut up and learn what the heck he's talking about for a change. Comments on that?
Well, if LeBron says so, I guess I'm going to sell my guns.
Yeah, but it's easy to buy them back.
Yeah.
Easier than ever to buy guns now.
Why is anybody wasting their time on them? Like, who cares?
Oh,
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, he has the freedom of speech just as.
Shut your mouth. You don't.
It was Cam Edwards who wrote this, right?
no,
you know,
Tom Knighton wrote it.
Oh, sorry,
YouTube
Cam.
censor. YouTube censor. YouTube censor.
Right. So, Tom, you know, he's got the right to write the article. Well, unfortunately, LeBron's got the right to, say all this. Why waste your time on one, giving him the light of day, and publicizing his words further?
Duffer says the ball he dribbles is smarter than he is. Weston says another reason why MJ was the greatest, he didn't pick R's or D's because he said they both bought his shoes. That's true. Wood says he's one of those rather tall black fellows, I think. Wow. Really?
Well, he's not wrong.
Chris Lang says, not for 1 minute do I believe LeBron doesn't own a gun.
You know that dude's got a Glock.
Don't bet he's got a Keltec.
Somebody's got to.
A high point.
Gunmetal Guy USA says, athletes and actors need to do their job, nothing else. If they did, maybe their work wouldn't suck so much lately. Tell us what you really think. Defense Dad says, it's hard to buy guns. My damn paychecks go everywhere else. That's true.
Right? Especially in this economy.
Dale Pogue says, LeBron is there for entertainment purposes only. Other than that, I don't want to hear anything from him.
But again, so here we go. Everybody's saying actors, actresses, celebrities in general just need to do their job. Shut the fuck up. Anybody remember a day when it was socially unacceptable to ask anybody how they voted? It was, just socially unacceptable to talk about politics, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, look what we're doing. We're gathering in a space talking about politics. Again, these people have a right to free speech.
Weston says he's from Akron. He probably has a high point.
I mean, like it or not, I don't agree with them, but if we're going to sit here and say, hey, Second Amendment, well, we got to sit here and say, hey, First Amendment.
Travis T says sports and entertainment are still business. Why would you cut your customer base in half?
Virtue signaling.
I definitely agree with you on that, guns and barbecue, but I just wish people would take a half a second or even a full second just to, and everybody knows this on this panel. I'm preaching to the choir on this, just to take a half a second to look into it. It's just that they just spit whatever is their main talking point or whatever their agent says or whatever affiliation they're behind. So, but I fully agree with you. Guns and barbecue, it's their right to free speech. It really is. But at the same time, it's just like, but I have the right to feel that way.
Okay, so guns and barbecue.
Yo.
Got a few more you can pick from there. So.
Oh, snap.
Here we go.
I don't know. What are the other options? I'm sorry. Kind of have blind eye problems. I can't see them.
Did we skip Hillbilly? No.
No, I picked the last one. Pat skipped.
Pat skipped. Okay, that's right. Guns and barbecue. Okay. So the middle three, I believe. So we've got the gun safety one, we've got the confiscated ammo, and the upholds the injunction on portions of the New York carry law.
Gun safety sounds interesting.
Gun safety, okay.
You gonna let barbecue read it?
Okay, again, Tom Knighton yesterday. He says gun ranges tend to have very strict rules about gun safety. Some of them might be excessive and make training a bit more difficult, but they're there for a reason. In a lot of cases, those rules you despise most exist because some idiot made it seem necessary. Now, most gun owners are responsible people who know better than to screw around, especially at the range. However, it doesn't seem to be as universal as we might all hope. A case in point. A Poland man is facing charges following a shooting at a local gun range. Officers were called about 10:45 a.m. November the 27th to the training range on Mahoning Avenue in Austintown on reports of a customer hit by gunfire. When police arrived, the victim was resting on the floor and was being treated by medics. Witnesses said they heard a gun go off and the victim yelling at the suspect, later identified as 53-year-old Jan Mazer, about shooting him in the foot and his poor gun safety, according to the police report. Mazer, in his defense, says he was trying to make the weapon safe and pulled back the slide. When he did so, he heard a loud yell. He claims he believes the other man was struck due to a misfire or ricochet. Frankly, I'm skeptical, but Maybe. Police say the video of the incident was immediately available. Whether that means there was no video or just that they couldn't get it right away remains to be seen. Mazur has been charged with negligent assault. Meanwhile, the range now has to deal with this mess. This is why they create rules that might seem more than a little annoying. It's because some dipstick did something really stupid at some time or another, and they don't want to have to do it again. Yet, while we're talking about stupid, I figured I'd share this one as another example of stupid. You see, not only do gun range rules get annoying to some folks, but even the basic 4 rules are an issue for some. There are people who point guns at their junk. Yes, one actually shot himself there. Which brings me to today's Darwin Award winner. It says, warning, this will be unpleasant to male viewers and could be traumatizing for just about anyone. Oh, thank God we're not seeing a picture there. I can just read the caption up above. It says, please stop this trend. It's reported he blew away his testicle and the bullet came through his butt cheek. Ouch. Yes, that's a video of a guy shooting himself in the junk.
That's a hard
Well,
pass.
he deserved to be taken out of the gene pool. Then, as far
You
as I'm
see, the
concerned.
truth is that there's no action out there so stupid that no one will try it. Absolutely no action at all. That includes pointing a loaded firearm at your most private of parts and pulling on the trigger. If they'll do something that stupid, you have to believe they'll do all kinds of idiotic things. So when you start getting bent out of shape about the rules at your range, take a minute and talk to the management. There might just be a reason those rules are in place, and maybe, just maybe, you can help them find a middle ground. If there isn't a reason, well, it might be worth it to look for another range. Yeah, I think that's true. Anybody seen anything sketchy happen at a range they've been at?
Oh, sketchy stuff happens at my range all the time.
Yeah, that's your range.
Um,
Your private range.
It's sketchy as hell at my range. I wouldn't recommend anybody go there.
Yeah, guys running around with night vision goggles and stuff like that out in the middle of the night,
Yep.
chasing down weasels or whatever's out there.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I don't know if it was sketchy or not, but I'll call out my own
What'd you do?
problem. First year on Thunder on the Prairie, when they said when you drop a mag, don't bend over to pick it up. Instinctively, I bent over to try to pick it up, and they were like, "No!" And I was like, "Oh shoot, sorry, I forgot." So I didn't pick it up. I got about halfway down when everybody screamed at me. So that was my fault. It was my so.
But nobody tackled you or anything, right?
No, I was fine. I didn't have Gizzard Gary coming out of the background and tackling me onto the ground saying, "Don't pick it up." So, yeah. So everything was fine, but that was my own fault. So I just forgot.
Let's see. Ozzy Osbourne is out there. Want to mention Sport Brand has been out there for a while. Blitz is on his way out. Work's coming early tomorrow. Sport Brand says he saw the video and it's painful to watch. It'd be even more painful to be the guy who was in it. But
When he said he gave his left nut, he meant it.
he did. Defense Dad says people are always shooting holes in the overhang roof at our range. You have to really work that hard to be that dumb. Oh, I know it's that way in my indoor range I go to. You can see holes up in the ceiling tiles all over. And I'm like, and the walls off to the side. It's like people just doing ricochet shots or what, man? I mean, you'd have to be at a 45-degree angle to hit it where they hit it.
Bet I can curve this bullet.
Bet you can't.
Bet you can't. Oh, well, heck. Looks like we got one more left, and it's my turn to pick. So I guess I'll pick the one we haven't looked at, which I believe. Well, no, there's two, because Pat didn't pick one.
Like
Let's do the Florida Cops.
Okay.
So I think we've already heard about the Second Amendment laws and all that stuff. Let's find out what these Florida cops did. And this, by the way, is Tom Knighton again. Okay, at various times. Pardon?
This guy again?
This guy again. I think there's only 2 people writing for Bearing Arms.
What I wouldn't give for a good Cam Edwards article right now.
At various times, ammo prices could be reasonable or it could be ungodly expensive. With the inflation as it's been, it sure seems to be leaning a little more to the latter camp. But ammunition is important for gun owners because without it, a gun is nothing but a poorly designed club, unless it's a high point, which is less than ideal. It's also why some states are trying to control it even more tightly than firearms themselves. In Florida, though, it seems that at least one department has a method that might just minimize their cost on ammo. They just don't return ammunition to law-abiding citizens when their firearms are given back. Confused a bit? Lee Williams has a story over at the Gun Writer. It starts with an unnamed man who wishes to remain anonymous. He was confronted by a man in a threatening manner. A fall led to a discharge. It hit no one, but the confrontation continued for quite a ways until Florida City, Florida police arrived. His gun was taken, and the other man got a 72-hour mental health hold. So far, no biggie. It's what happened after the man was cleared of any charges. It took 68 days for FCPD's investigation to conclude. The victim was not charged with any crime. When he went to the police department to retrieve his property, the ammunition was gone. The department's property clerk, Christian Boudou, told him the ammunition was confiscated. "We don't return ammo," Boudou allegedly said. "The department will probably use it for training." This policy, one expert says, is patently illegal. To be clear, this is theft, and it's also a preemption violation, said Jacksonville attorney Eric Friday, a firearms law and Second Amendment rights specialist and general counsel for Florida Carry, Inc. Florida's powerful preemption statute declares that only the state legislature can regulate firearms. Any public official who violates the law can be removed from office and face fines of up to $5,000, which they must pay personally. Law enforcement unlawfully confiscating firearms, ammunition, and personal property is an awful issue statewide, Friday said. "I just filed suit against the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office over a similar issue last week," he said. Ammunition is lawfully owned property, and if the firearm itself is being returned, meaning there's no charges pending for criminal actions, then there's no reason to not return the ammo as well. Now, there are circumstances where the police can confiscate private property under the law. It's called civil asset forfeiture. It's a controversial law that allows the police to confiscate money, cars, boats, and so on, then sell the goods and pocket the money. Or they can keep it. Yet that only works if they try to allege that the property in question was used in a crime. Since they returned this individual's firearm, they'd be hard-pressed to make the case that the ammo was used in a crime when the gun wasn't. Now, the chief in Florida City has changed the local policy, which is good news. However, he also says that he doesn't know how long the previous policy was in place, which means tens of thousands of dollars of ammunition may have been taken from law-abiding citizens and disposed of by the department. Whether that's a preemption thing or just a terrible and abusive policy all on its own, this is the kind of thing that shouldn't be tolerated, especially considering that good defensive ammunition generally isn't cheap, and if you shoot something like 5.7, it gets even more costly. I'm glad the policy changed, but there needs to be ramifications so the policy changes elsewhere, as well as providing a disincentive for a return to the bad old days. What do you think about that one? Stealing people's ammo.
Cops just need to do their job. He forgot to put that at the end.
Well, evidently the price of doing their job is keeping the ammo that they confiscate.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
can't afford to buy ammo.
I think that's like, you think somebody, the police department would get in trouble for that. I mean, I don't see how. I mean, I guess maybe a city law or something, but
In the first place, used in training, pardon my French, my ass.
Well,
Somebody took them things home.
oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. They're not going to use wad cutters out there or in the an indoor shooting range there. It'd be like saying, okay, if your car gets confiscated, they can drain all your gas and take your cassette tapes and everything.
So Defense Dad said, Jesus, how many guns get confiscated there in the first place? Well, if they had tens of thousands of rounds, must have been a hell of a lot of guns. Let's put it that way.
One really big ass magazine.
Well, that's a heck of a note. Where the heck is Snob? How long does it take to eat dinner?
He's combing his hair.
Both of them?
hmm
Yeah, let's not talk about him while he's gone. Let's wait till he gets here. Then we'll talk bad about it. There he is. I knew I'd get him. He's listening out there. How's dinner, Snob? He must be having steak, baked potato, sour cream, all that stuff. Travis
What
T
is-
says it's a pretty common problem at local PDs. Must be. Florida police departments are cutting down on their training expenses, I'm sure. Just got done. I'll be on in 2 minutes, he says.
Yeah, it's just like when I worked out on the road, we went through this kind of small town in Ohio, southern Ohio. And while we was there, the sheriff and the judge for that town got arrested because when they give like speeding tickets or parking tickets, they gave them a discount if they paid cash. Well, the judge and the sheriff was splitting the money.
Wow.
That's
So,
just
yeah.
good business.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's no corruption, with them keeping the ammo.
I'm sure there's not. I mean, I would never presume anything of the sort,
I wonder if they'd be able to claim qualified immunity.
Possibly. I do want to take this time to remind everybody that Gear Websites is your source for Every Second Matters, gun channels gear, ammo ID, and more. Patches, stickers, and other items. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. So buy cool stuff at gearwebsites.com. I want to say hello to Chris from the 740. He is out there in the audience. Hello, Chris. Anyway, now you've heard me talk about gearwebsites.com. It's quite the place. But let's hear from G Webs himself. He'll tell us a little more about it.
GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com.
All right, and I threw that link out there. But you can probably wait till after the show. But if you're so inclined, you can run right out there right now and buy yourself cool stuff at gearwebsites.com. Still waiting on Snob, so let's see. I want to do a little bit of self-promotion here. You can enjoy the best small batch fresh roasted coffee delivered to your door while supporting this channel. Yes, you can. All you got to do is check out Blackout Coffee. Go to blackoutcoffee.com, and when you do, make sure and use the coupon code Gizzard Gary. And if it's your first order, you'll save 10% on that order. All right. What are we talking about out here? Talking about Max Creek and stuff like that. I don't know anything about that stuff.
Yeah, there's a little town there towards northern Missouri called Max Creek, and they had a heck of a nice speed trap set up, and the sheriff and them got in trouble for that same stuff. I mean, as far as money and tickets and stuff.
Defense Dad says he said he'd be here in 2 minutes. That was 4 minutes ago, though. Time is different in Oklahoma. Yeah, it is. Time runs a little bit slower there. But that's all right. That's all right, because surely it's about time. It's about time for somebody to sing us a song, maybe? You guys like songs? You like music?
You betcha.
You like
Especially
Oh, yeah.
on Tulsa
Wizard
time.
Larry.
Raise your hand if you like music.
Can't raise my
Yay!
hand. I hurt my shoulder.
All right, music it is.
Oh, who's the chicken that everyone loves? Gizzard Gary, who's 4'2" but stands above. Gizzard Gary, a ton of ex-wives and more to come. Gizzard Gary, who loves to give gifts to everyone. Gizzard Gary, giveaway. Gizzard Gary, giveaway. Gizzard Gary, giveaway.
Hi, folks. Gizzard Gary here.
223 DM says Oklahoma is land that time forgot. Duffer 426 says no one can tell time in Oklahoma. Michael Dunn says, aren't they all homeschooled in Oklahoma? Wow. Poor Weston's out there having to take all this stuff because he's from Oklahoma. Dale Pogue is too. Well, Ozzy's out there. He's 100 episodes into the future. With MP3 43.
Well, he's getting a spot.
About
to be
2 years from now, you're going to be right. You're going to be the first one.
The first thumbs up.
Oh.
Too.
Oh, teller of the future, what lies in store for Gizzard Gary giveaway?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's that time of the night. It's your favorite part of the show, the part everybody joins in for. It's time for the Fowl Territory number 243 giveaway segment. That's right, we're going to give stuff away. All sorts of cool stuff, things, anything you can imagine, we're giving it away tonight. It is going to be amazing. Tonight, you can also be a winner chicken dinner. That's right, folks. That means tonight, if you type hashtag FT243 in the chat and are randomly chosen by our amazing randomizer, you could win a $10 Chick-fil-A gift card along with all this. Gizzard is terrible at cues.
No, that was
Can
it.
confirm.
You changed up your spiel, man.
I was trying to do a better job, and then you just totally screwed us.
Well, you didn't give me a warning. By the way, this is my neighbor to the south, the pride of Chelsea, Oklahoma, who just got done with the best meal he ever had, the gun snob.
I wouldn't say that, but I'm not going to complain. She actually made dinner, so that's a first.
TV dinner?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
She made homemade chicken noodles.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, that's pretty good stuff.
Yes. Sounds good to me.
Only because our daughter that's in college is sick and whined her mom to make them and meet her with them tomorrow morning. So she made them tonight so she can meet her with them in the morning.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here. So let me do my job now and show you just what we have. If they don't fall off my desk like they did last week, and they're precariously teetering on the edge here. So we're going to change things up. We're going to start with the Gizzard Gary channel sticker. How about that?
Big
As
as
big as your head.
Wow.
We're not ending with that this week. I was tired of ending with that every week.
Yeah, that's true. And to go along with it, the Gizzard Gary channel magnet.
Ooh.
Hey,
I'll stick to my forehead. Believe it or not. Will not.
Should not have gotten those
No,
plates in Mexico.
yeah, it's because I got those metal plates in my head, Clark.
I got them in New Mexico. That's okay. We have the Gizzard Gary Reviews smaller channel sticker. The channel that no one knows about and even fewer subscribe to. All right. And the Fowl Territory thumbnail sticker. And you'd think that'd be it, right? You'd think, gosh, that's enough, Gizzard. Don't go overboard. But you know me. This is what I do. That's what I do. I go to XS. And speaking of XS, how about XS sites? The fastest sites in any light. They are
Hey, Gizzard, are those the fastest sites at any light?
They are. It's been proven. There's been test runs, see, and all the speed trials, they've came out on top. So, everyone.
Justin Grimm's out there predicting the winner already.
Twitch viewer will win, he says. All right, how about a sticker from Vertex?
I have some Vertex bags. They're nice bags.
How about an Indianapolis NRA 2023 sticker from Palmetto State Armory?
Sweet.
And how about a 2023 SHOT Show sticker from Palmetto State Armory?
How about that?
How about a Passat de Guerre sticker from Palmetto State Armory?
You got some spammer out there in the side chat named Kent Nelson.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why it's still doing that. I've done everything I know to do in Street Fighter, I guess.
Then we've got a Palmetto State Armory sticker from Palmetto State Armory. You could make a hat out of that. Get it about right out of that. You could make a good hat out of that. All right. And no, we're still not done. How about this decal or whatever from Taurus? It's a bunch of bull. How about a sticker from Mekgar? And you think surely he's done now. Oh, no. How about all communists are bastards? Okay, here's a couple things from DM Foss here. We got
An annoying mouse.
Papa Smurf. And we have Donut Pseudo, the way of the hole. And still not quite done. We've got this one from Lionheart Industries. And then a big one here from Iwi, Israel Weapon Industries. That's a bumper sticker, man. But wait, there's more. Patches? We got patches.
Stinking patches.
We're going to start off with this one from Dead Air Silencers, courtesy of Stan, SS Pawn Stan, of former SS Pawn fame. And then we have this one. It says, gun rights are women's rights. Empowered 2A. That is, of course, from GOA. Speaking of GOA, we have the Save a Pup, abolish the ATF. And then one more. And I think most of you guys know this one. Some of you guys on the panel do anyway. I don't know if I've ever given one of these away before. Stern Defense.
Nice.
They're very stern.
They are very stern, folks. All right. But we're still not done yet quite. Because we have a wrist bracelet from WTTA.org/love.
No stinking way.
No stinking way. And we have not one, not two, but I believe, if I'm counting correctly, there are 7 coasters from EAA.
Holy
It's like a whole set.
Posters.
It's a whole set. And they're all yours. And let's see what other doodads I have here. How about a Glock keychain? key ring, whatever the heck you want to call it. You're going to get that. And a genuine limited edition SHOT Show lanyard. Those were only available to people who could pick up a handful of them and take them out of the SHOT Show. Oh, one more thing. It is a genuine range flag. I think that's from McDonald's.
McDonald's?
Or Monstrum. Not sure which one it is. It's really cool because it's got the thing where it fits onto a pick rail and stuff like that on there.
Oh, that's nice.
That's pretty cool too. And the winner of tonight's drawing receives a $10 Chick-fil-A gift card because you will be the winner chicken dinner. That's
hallelujah.
right. That's right, everybody. All right, so let's get that giveaway screen shown here because we got stuff to do. Here's our giveaway. We have 28 entries in the giveaway, which is 7 more than the number of people who are currently watching on YouTube. I don't know how that happened.
Are 9 of them Kent Nelson?
They might very well be, and or Shane Burnett.
Do it now.
Why are you not giving away a 243?
All right, so good luck, all of the entrants. Who's gonna win this silly
Except for the
thing,
bunch of cheaters.
Winner is Travis T.
Congratulations, buddy.
Golly, does he always win?
Believe it or not, I just looked the other day. Don't ask me why, but I just happened to be in a spreadsheet and look. That is his 20th victory.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, Travis
Wow.
T. You won once again. Not that that's surprising.
Again.
He has won. We've had 243 foul territories. He's won a little under 1 out of every 10. Okay.
Sweet.
Wow.
Incredible. He is, of course, the winner chicken dinner. So, congratulations to the winner of this week's Foul Territory prize giveaway. He does not need to send his name or mailing address
Guess
because
not.
I think I've already got
not.
labels.
Probably
I
got
got
him in
labels printed up with his name on them.
Probably got him in your favorite.
Gary, how good a detail have you kept with that spreadsheet?
Don't. Oh, God.
When did his
barbecue?
We've got to know. We've got to know because the giveaway has not always been done with the picker tool. At one point,
That's true. It used to be.
It was a trivia question.
It used to be a trivia question. That's
which Kingpin. Oh my God. Like Gizzard would I don't even think Gizzard would finish the question sometimes, and Kingpin would have the answer out there. You're like, what the frick?
Kingpin watched all the videos.
It was insane. But I'm just kind of curious. Is Travis T winning all these since the giveaway tool, or was he also winning during the
I think he
trivia
racked
question?
up quite a few during the questions. In fact, there was a while where I had to institute a rule that you couldn't win 2 weeks in a row, and that was the Travis T rule.
I remember that rule.
Yeah, you remember that? Yeah.
I do.
We abolished that when we went to the random picker, but yeah, we did have to create a new rule because I think he won 3 out of 4 weeks.
Rig.
Chris says, who hasn't won? Well, that's kind of hard to answer.
I haven't.
You have 2.
Not a long time.
But you have 1.
Amazing.
So I'm kind of going through a dry spell too.
Are you talking about your
apparently
personal
Travis
life, or are we talking about winning the giveaway?
It's like walking across Snob's scalp, just seeing no wins, no hair. It's like, oh my God.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Yeah.
Getting deep.
I got That one went right over his head. I think he let it go over his head.
That's got nothing to slow it
I'm
down.
I'm
That's
just
true.
ignoring you.
It kind of just skimmed.
Just ignoring you because y'all are assholes.
High speed, low
Excuse
drag.
me? Excuse me?
I didn't
Me?
stutter.
Me?
I never stuttered.
Perish the thought. Perish the thought. But anyway. All right.
Who's got more hair, Snob or the grandchild? Probably the grandchild. Never mind.
Do the letters FO mean anything to you, Barbecue?
Found online?
Yeah.
Friends only?
There's the
Farmers only. You don't need to be lonely.
Follically
There's farmers
optional.
only.
All right, let's see. We did have at least one rigged out there. That was from Michael Dunn. That's not anywhere near enough.
Rigged.
Defense Dad says it isn't nice to make fun of his 5-hit guys. Oh.
Excuse me.
Let's be nice to Snob. I'm going to be so nice to Snob, I'm going to let him introduce our next segment.
When you want me to do that? Right now?
He's probably gonna.
Well, you could wait until midnight, but most everybody will be gone, and I'll probably be asleep.
No, you won't.
Well, probably won't. That's true. Anyway, would you?
You want me to say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's that time of the night. It's time for your second favorite part of the show. That's right. Your number 2, your deuce. You're dropping the Browns up at the Super Bowl. Because we can't say the Bears because they'll never get there. Anyways. Oh, it's that time of the night. It's time for you to show us your guns. That's right, folks. Send your GORN to gorn@lizardlarry.com. That's right, gorn@lizardlarry.com. You might want to put a G instead of an L, but hey, whatever. And if you do, make sure you put your channel name in email, because otherwise he'll read your email right on the screen, even if it's Pink Pantyware 27 and you're a dude. We'll all know. Or you can tag the Instagram account something I don't remember, and I'm on the wrong screen to see it. But hold on, I'll get over there.
At GG Fowl Territory.
Oh yeah, at GG Fowl Territory. Or you can text Gizzard your GORN just that way, because that's what I do.
For the record, and in defense of my friend Obnoxious One, I'm pretty sure that the Browns have never been to a Super Bowl.
Well, that's
but
why
yet,
you drop them
I'm
off,
pretty
'cause
sure that the
they have
Bears
not.
have.
Mm-hmm.
There's been 2 of them.
Yes.
One of them was embarrassing for New England, and they took that to heart, and they have since cleaned up. The other was embarrassing for the Bears, and they still haven't learned their lesson.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's time for Show Us Your Guns.
Zzz, guns, 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 GORN, guns.
Now, can I go back to what I was doing?
What were you doing exactly?
I can't say it live on the air.
Sure you can do anything once.
Yep.
We're going to do things a little bit different. You remember back in the old days when you used to show guns on screen? You can't do that no more.
Unfamiliar.
You can't do that. Back in the days, it was show us your guns, and we actually had each panelist get their gun out and show us what guns they were carrying. But we can't do that now, so we're going to do the next best thing. Grab a pocket knife that you have handy. Show us your knife.
You expect me to turn on my camera?
That's the best way to show a knife.
What
There's
do you got?
mine.
That's not a knife.
It's the bull tusk. Snob left. He got so mad.
I don't blame him.
I'm in a very dark room.
Hillbilly's got a knife. Obie's
I got
got
a
a big knife.
You want the big knife? Or you want the small knife?
I will say it's nice to be backlash, but
Not very good.
Wow. Get a lot of backlash for that, huh?
yeah, it's the ebony handle one again. Also,
Snob's out there with devices not connected. He must be having issues.
Oh, hold on. I can do better than this.
Pat's got a knife.
Somebody cut their finger and then they won't let show knives anymore.
You'll poke your eye out, kid.
I almost did that last week.
Oh, there you go. I thought he was going to go get the Essie and show us.
I think the Essies are actually smaller than this.
Are they?
You can actually win this on Guns, Beer, and Therapy.
I've won knives on Guns, Beer, and Therapy. A time or two. Oh,
There you go. Where'd you get that pocket knife at?
there's the Essie.
Orange.
Yeah, the
blade.
big orange one. That's the one I'm kind of jealous of. Oh, you got the even bigger one.
I told you this Tops Operator 7 is even bigger. That's a knife.
It's a knife. All right.
I still have the knife that most people at Hillbilly Nation have too. Giveaway.
Defense Dad says, I'm pretty proud of myself this week. I spent 5 hours in the same room as my ex and her idiot husband, and I didn't say anything that I shouldn't. Yeah. Oh, he's got another one. What's he got here? Ooh. That's a buck.
Buck 124.
It's a big son of a buck.
That's a big boy.
Shiny. Well, Snob is having technical difficulties. Hillbilly's got... Oh, he doesn't have a knife. Pat has a knife he can show us. There's Pat. Then we'll go back to Hillbilly here in a second. Yeah. Hillbilly, it's your turn.
Got a knife here, Frank.
Oh!
Oh,
Stab myself with it.
He shot himself in the junk, I think, with that.
It's a cute little knife.
Yeah, it is. All right. Obi's got another knife. Oh, gee, many Christmas.
ooh.
This one is the
nice.
finest tacky mascus you can find. This is made from old Toyota bumpers and shopping carts.
Nice.
Last one I got in my presents.
Up.
It's an old
Okay.
Uncle Henry.
Uncle
Jack
Henry, there you go.
Nice.
My grandpa's.
All right. Up. Pat's got another one.
This is one of my field knives. It's just Camillus, but love it. The handle on it is super rubbery. It's jimping and everything on it's great. Love it.
Love it. Oh, my. Now
Oh,
that's
there
a
you go.
folder.
Yeah.
You pocket carry that one?
If you they have to be fairly large.
Does it have a clip on it?
Yep.
By golly, it does.
It does.
That the XXL?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. To give you an idea of what the normal one looks like.
Yeah, I have one. Yeah, that's huge compared to that. I need to get one now just so I can say I have one. Pulled out of my pocket as a joke. So you want to borrow my knife? I'll bet you that thing would almost flip right out of your hand if you didn't have a hold of it good.
No, it's not that strong.
John Z says, I'm just glad Orangey is wearing pants. Yeah, me too. Opinel.
Mm-hmm.
I have one of those.
Yeah. You probably got it same place I did. Free at
Yeah,
Chat
a
Show.
shot show right outside of the media lounge. Yeah.
I showed a couple of mine on the side chat.
Now we're kind of outside the norm here. We're looking at an axe. Wow.
This is the Fireman Mini.
It looks like a fireman's
Well
axe.
used and well loved. Sorry, I had to do it.
Hillbilly's throwing knives right out there in the chat. Well, I guess my turn, isn't it? I can play with this little one here. Well, if I can flip it. I'm not good left-handed, though. Not real good right-handed, but there we go. Now, I used this today to open up a bunch of boxes and to break down some boxes.
It's a handy little thing.
It is sharp. It's staying sharp so far. Cuts everything that I've tried to cut with it. I can't remember the name of it. I did a video on it yesterday and put it on my reviews channel. Obi's got a knife. Oh.
Christmas knife.
You shut your dirty mouth.
I got one like that.
It's a Smoky Mountain Knife Works.
Yep.
Oh, Christmas knife. Oh, Christmas knife.
But my friends got me this.
Yeah, that's nice.
I wish I had friends like that.
Did you use S on that word?
On which word?
Friends.
We got a couple.
Okay.
He hangs with a good crowd. He's got a long cord on that set of phones, I tell you what. Got like a 30-foot cable on there.
Yeah, I thought for sure he's going to make it about halfway, but he made it all the way over there.
Oh, there's a Civivi. Ooh.
Too bad barbecue can't see this.
Let's say he's moving it around too much. I think it's a backlash, but I can't tell. Is that a Damascus?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Damascus and copper.
Son of a...
Good luck.
This is the Obnoxious One Knife Show.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. What are we looking at here?
Benchmade Bedlam.
Ah. That's a nice.
Mm-hmm. Good luck getting one of those, too. Nah.
Guess I could get my new Benchmade out. My show, I can do what I want, I guess. Let's see. How about this? I need to take the paper out of there. That looks tacky with the paper in there. There we go.
Nice. I wonder if you can see through that one.
That is a 940 Osborne.
You paid $940 for that?
Paid $140.
Oh. Why would you do that? Benchmade hates the Second Amendment.
Well, I didn't buy it to exercise my right to keep and bear arms. I'm pretty sure Sharman probably hates the Second Amendment too, but I still use it in the bathroom. So.
I wonder if you can see through that knife, Gizzard.
Wonder if you can see through that Sharman.
Yeah, you can see right through Sharman.
You're buying the wrong Sharman then.
All right. Want to see if we can find us some GORN?
Sure.
Anybody like GORN?
No.
We've done our own GORN. Let's see if anybody sent us any GORN.
We did Norn. We didn't do Gorn.
Okay, so here's somebody that's sending me one of their knives. So let's take a look at this from Chris Lang. He says, it was in my pocket. Was? Yeah, it's no longer in your pocket. You had to take it out of your pocket.
Yeah, it's hard to take a picture of it while it's in your pocket.
Don't know what it is, but it says USA.
USA.
And I think
USA.
we have the gun snob is back with us.
It looks like that blade has blood on it. It must be well used.
Where do you see blood? This here thing right here?
Yeah, the serration and then the flipper part or the release.
I don't think so. Well, Snob, you missed our knife GORN segment. Do you have any knives you want to show us? Oh,
nice.
Is that it? Obi had like a dozen.
That one.
110 auto.
Yeah, 110, 112. Let's see. I got something else here somewhere. There's a Civivi case. I don't know what's in it. Let's see what one's in it.
Is it the ultimate Civivi? It is.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I heard a rumor I've got another Civivi coming. I've seen traffic.
I know I do.
information, but I haven't seen it ship yet. It just says tracking information sent.
Yeah, I don't get tracking information. They just.
I was gonna say, you get tracking information from your guy? I sure do.
FedEx sends it.
Oh,
my FedEx app sends me an alert whenever something's scheduled to ship.
Yeah, but
So
you never know
the
who.
Alert.
It's FedEx. You never know who shipped and what.
Well,
That's
whenever
true.
I know it's that certain person in Utah's name that says he's the one shipping it, then I know what it is.
mine usually come from Seth. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I just wasn't gonna throw his name out there, you know. And
Well, I didn't give his last name. Anyway, this is from Pat, of the bunker fame. He says, M77 Hawkeye Ruger 2506 working on an accuracy problem. It's the scope. Left to right turret spins freely. Scope is junk, but the gun is nice.
Well,
77s are really nice guns.
get rid of that scope.
Yeah, problem
Yeah,
solved.
it's going away pretty quickly. All I had to
What is it,
do
like
was
a half
pick it up.
inch tube on that thing?
Yeah, if I remember right, if I measured it correctly, yes.
That's going to be the next giveaway on Pat in the Bunker.
Yep, exactly. No, the guy, it's one I'm working on my bench right now, and he said, "Oh, it won't stay accurate." He says, "I don't know what's wrong with it," and it's an older gentleman.
No,
And I was like-
Philippines. Yeah. Okay.
And I was like, "Okay."
I don't know what's
And I
wrong. That
took-
Battle Force is usually known for some pretty premium optics.
Right, and I just looked at it, and the up and down was nice and tight. It had the nice clicks on it, and I was like, okay, that one seems to be okay. Grabbed on the left hand side, and it was you're grinding and everything. I was like, yeah, the scope's going away. Or like,
Look
right
in the
now.
background. It's Aegis Gun Care Cleaner.
Yes, it is.
Look at that.
I've got a couple bottles of that.
See, it
But
speaks
no,
for
the
itself.
gun's nice. Tripod's nice. He's got a nice sling on it and everything. But yeah, the scope is. It took me about 2 seconds to figure out what the hell was wrong with that thing.
All right, so here's another knife. This one's sent to us by Defense Dad. See if you can guess what this is. I'll bet you can.
It's a knife.
That's a buck. 114.
It's
You're
a knife.
out of your mind. That's a buck Spitfire.
Is it? Are you sure? I think it's a 114.
No, it's definitely a Spitfire.
That's a coast.
Well,
can
he
tell by
says,
119.
You can
he
tell by the
says it
C
is
up
a
there.
Civivi Elementum
That's-
D2
he-
steel,
He doesn't even have
It's a
any idea
bird.
what kind of knife he has.
a
orange
bird.
G10 scales.
It looks like a parrot.
I really thought that was obnoxious as knife.
All right, and then let's see another knife from Michael Dunn. See if you can figure out what this is. Name that knife.
Black Dark Earth.
It's a Viper Tech, apparently.
Hey,
Only
you're
'cause I can
good.
read it.
You can read the clip.
Mhm.
He zoomed
Nice.
in.
Nice knife sitting on a nice piece of marble.
And an apple mouse behind it.
Right?
Who sent that? Because it wasn't Defense Dev. That's it.
Michael Dunn.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed that. I was like, 'cause I know Defense Dev ain't got nothing Apple. He's Mr. Oh, my camera's better. I got a Samsung.
Yeah. I've got a super quadramatic with,
Mhm.
you know, this
Four
hyper
on the floor.
quadramatic lens. Yeah. Got a Hurst shifter and all that stuff on it, man.
You have a chromium plated, fully illuminated, genuine accessory shift knob.
Mhm.
Discombobulated. Yeah, something like that. All right. So I'm trying to go over to guess where.
Facebook.
To
Oh,
the text chat and find my picture I sent.
this might be
X.
kind
You
of
going over
fun.
to X?
This might be kind of fun.
What do we got? What do we
Hold
got?
on. There may be a StreamYard delay. StreamYard delay. StreamYard delay. There we
Let's
go.
all go to the lobby. Let's
Let's
all
forget I saw this
go to
picture.
the lobby. Let's all
Just
go to the
StreamYard
lobby
Speakers.
and get ourselves a snack.
You can get snack too. Yeah, you probably could.
You
All
ever
right.
hit the button on StreamYard to test your speakers and they put that little song?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty jamming.
Okay. Here we go.
Speakers,
Time
speakers,
for
speakers are working.
this. Okay. Let's see. Where did we leave off last week? I know we saw this one. Did we see this one last week? No. Okay, that was November the 30th. So this, okay. 2 days ago from Artak and Daughters, Garfield in the tree. Yeah. Cat's pretty high up in that tree.
Yeah, it is.
What are you doing up there, Kitty?
I think it's hiding.
Yeah.
Okay, also from Artak and Daughters, Baby Rock 380 RIA.
Nice.
And that appears to be it. That's all we got this week. That's all I see.
Oh, really?
That's
You got
all
more
I-
than that. I just put one up today.
Come on, Obi.
How come it's not working? I see some messages out here. Yeah, it says you sent an attachment. Well, let's bring that up then.
You also got one up above there too.
Well, why did it not show up in tagged photos? Oh, well, we'll do it this way. Obnoxious One says Civivi has a pretty awesome gift set out right now featuring this button lock Elementum. So be the cool secret Santa. That's a classy Elementum there.
Tastes like peppermint too.
Is it actually peppermint flavored? That'd be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It used to be all.
I saw her once on the stage, and I don't think I'd want to taste her. I'm saying.
That was
I don't
cinnamon,
know.
not peppermint.
I like roast beef though, so you never know.
Well, that used to be red
And
with
you,
white.
and you need new curtains, right?
Okie dokie.
Yep.
Yeah, that used to
I
be
just picked your show there.
red with white stripes on it till he sucked it down, licked on it there.
I'm gonna say, wow. Okay.
See, you got another one right above that.
This one we saw from you. Okay.
I have a
can't
couple
tell.
more.
Okay. Sometimes it's the little things that make a big difference. I'm a huge fan of the Break Warhammer, so I was absolutely excited for the chance to work with them on this and another project coming up. If you've got an AR with gas issues like Snob, my AR9 was horrible, then check out the Warhammer. You won't regret it.
I'm just curious, who did your Cerakote? Your Cerakote
Kayla.
on that? I mean, that's pretty good. It's kind of hidden in there, blends in real good.
It's Kayla. You know, she does good stuff.
She does.
Or if
That
you just
Knox
have
Flanders
gas
looks
issues,
really good.
period, just ask him. You know, it's fine. It's fine.
No BS though. I had that AR9 that was absolutely miserable. I put one of the Warhammers in there, and it made a world of difference.
Made it slightly less miserable.
Oh, it made it completely unmiserable.
Dude, well, never mind.
And they might be coming out. They may be coming out with a bigger one called the Sledgehammer.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was my nickname in high school.
I thought you were going to say,
did you carry a Sledgehammer?
Every day, buddy. Sucker just swung around.
Wow.
Well, now we're waiting for Mystic to chime in here in the next couple seconds because it'll be time to.
She had a smart mouth.
Well, why is she duct taping? I don't understand. What is duct tape? I've never even heard of duct tape. Is that like, does it quack when you peel it off the roll?
You've never seen duct tape?
No, not duck.
I can guarantee you that there's actually a brand called duct tape.
Yes, there is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Here's another
What
knife
are you
for us.
me about? You want me to? Do I
The one
need
with
to
the
show it to
duck
you?
on it? I'm sure there is, but it's duct tape whenever you're referring it to it.
No.
Made for duct work.
Actually, it
Maybe
says
she
right on
wants-
the package labeling, duck tape.
Mm-hmm. That's because
Maybe-
people like that mispronounced it, so they used it to their advantage.
Maybe she wanted the name brand.
Mm-hmm. And
So
besides, Gorilla Tape is superior.
Here's another knife.
Oh, no doubt. Perfect.
And this, I don't know exactly who it's from.
But that
Oh,
dude
it's from
cut right through
Duffer.
butter.
It's from Duffer. Okay. Duffer 426 sent this. Okay.
See, there you go. Duct tape.
I know it. I know there's the brand.
Well, then why
Yeah,
did you
Walmart
argue
sells
with me?
Because it's duct tape, not duct tape.
That is
I
duct
didn't
tape.
argue.
That's
It's
duct tape.
Tape. It is still duct tape.
That is duct tape.
It's duct tape. Duct tape.
And this one over here on the right is not duct tape.
No, that is duct masking tape. Clearly.
What else have we got? I bet we got more here. We
I find it
got
annoying now.
got duct tape max. You got duck max white. Gizzard probably like that one.
Mm-hmm.
While we're waiting, G-Webs put out an anniversary chat member for 28 months. Thank you very much. All right.
All right, carry on with your show. I'm sorry, I tried to.
You're
bring a
fine.
little levity
You're
to it.
fine. You're fine. I enjoyed it. This is from
Where the pores are
Hillbilly.
out in full force.
From Hillbilly, my match precision competition high points.
Love it.
Maybe we should turn them so you could see them a little better. There we go.
Well, butter
Where
my
did you
butt
go
and
hunting
call me a
with high
biscuit.
Is that what you shoot eagles with?
Yeah.
Good Lord. I don't approve of this.
I had to put the eagles in the backdrop, at least make it look cool.
That's right.
Mm,
Still didn't work good.
Yeah, you know.
That's Screaming Eagles, baby. That's America.
Eagles.
I mean, 10 millimeter high points, fat girls, and mopeds all have things in common, but you know.
Okay, and another one
What about an
from,
Oklahoma jet ski?
from Michael Dunn. He says, handmade by my dad for me.
Sweet.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I wonder if it skint that animal next to it. That is
What in
nice.
the world?
That's beautiful.
Okay, and then
That's
from, I like this one. This is from Justin Grimm, by the way. I think you'll like this. He says, I think your cat might approve. The Matt says, I hope those are level 4 plates.
Yeah.
Hey, is that legal? Love that video.
I like that. Okay. We have a few that came in from the text chat, and I don't want to shortchange the text chat. So this one is from a guy called the Gun Snob earlier this evening. It looks like it's broken in two, unfortunately.
Got so mad he just broke it right over his knee.
Looks like that's a
basically what
Spandau Ballet or something like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's what you need some duct tape for.
Did you get a good deal on that?
I know this
Yeah.
registry.
Yeah,
is.
clearly. Here's a pretty nice
What's
one, yeah.
what's the chokes on that? What's the chokes on that, Snob?
The
It
price
has
tag.
yeah. No, it has 5 or so with it. I don't remember what all they are. I mean, it has all the common ones. I haven't even looked at it, to be honest. This is the first time I actually took it out of the package and put it together with this picture.
How many times did it fall off that fence post where you got the balance?
None.
Really?
It's not
only
a Henry.
Only my Henry falls off there the day I get it and put the bigger
Oh.
attachment in.
Defense Dad
Oh,
says
that's
that's for
beautiful.
shooting
Have you
around
shot it
corners,
yet?
obviously.
Nah, I haven't shot it. I don't know.
What? I thought there's no gun went into your house without being shot.
That used to be the case. I bring too many guns home anymore.
Good looking.
No, that's
man.
beautiful. I like that. That's nice.
It's fancy.
It really is.
All right, and I do believe. Let's see. Another one from the Snob. Oops. I forgot to hit.
I saw this today at a little gas station in Stroud, and this thing was clean and pretty
All
snazzy.
right, here we go. Boom.
It was extremely clean.
S10.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't a Chevy Love. I don't care.
Yeah. You don't see many that look that good anymore.
No, you don't. That's the
No,
scary part
it's-
because everybody's wrecked them all.
Yeah.
Did you say rectum?
Damn near killed him.
Damn near killed them. Yep. Damn it. Beat me to it.
Something with real bumpers on it.
Yes, sir.
Right.
All right, and another one from the Gun Snob is coming up. Get
Look at that
ready for it.
insurgent. That's an insurgent.
Looks like a gun to me.
That's a Versacary insurgent holster. And an R7 Mako in it with a Zero Tech optic sitting on top.
I just got that one for the wife on her Ruger Max 9, and she absolutely loves it. Seems to be a really nice holster. Really does. No joking.
I'll show for Versacarry. I have about 40 different Versacarry holsters, I think, and all of them have been really good except for one that was kind of cheap that I bought. Maybe
From
cheap.
Chris Lang, this is a Savage bolt action 30-30.
Nice.
Huh. I didn't know they made a bolt action 30-30. That wasn't in the Lord's gun in lever action.
And we can actually see the other side of it too here. So
Doesn't matter. Still got to have that goofy scope down on them because it's a 30-30. There's just a rule.
Yep.
okay, and one more. This will be the last one for the night, and this is from G-Webs, believe it or not. And he says knife with an N, so you know it's a real knife. Looks like more than one, actually. Can you identify all of these knives?
I can identify 3 of them.
That's about as far as I can go.
See, I
Well,
believe that little
the one that
tiny
button
one is called the Kai V or something like that.
Is that
Looks
bigger
like
one a button lock Praxis?
you get 2 button lock elementums.
No, the one with the jade is Cogent.
Oh, is it?
Okay.
But it sure is shaped like an elementum.
Nope. That's a good lineup of knives.
What's the one on the case?
G-Web says hard to get Civivis that Gizzard Gary doesn't already have reviews of. That's true. Blue equals Amorite. Okay, that's the Amorite.
Am I right?
Right?
Am I right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, jade is cogent. I want that little tiny one. That's super cool. Don't ask me why. I just
Have you seen the wood baby banner they came out with now with the same scale?
Yes.
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 Yeah, that one looks pretty good too. I may get that one.
I want the button lock Praxis.
Yeah, I'd like a button lock Praxis.
The white one will be given
away. It looks like a baby shark. It looks like a baby shark.
All right. Well, that's enough GORN for today because he says it is time to transition into what is probably everybody's favorite segment of the show, which is the
end
last
credits.
one. The last one. What did you learn? And in this segment, I'm going to be going through the panel. I'm going to ask each panelist what they learned this evening and then give them a chance to plug their channels, whatever they got coming up. So let's switch things up a little bit. We're going to go from, let's start with Hillbilly. Hillbilly, what did you learn this evening?
Oh, man. I learned a lot of nice out there. I enjoyed the nice along with the guns. So that was really sweet.
And real quick, not meaning to interrupt you, but I do want to acknowledge Pat in a Bunker anniversary chat member for 13 months at the Super Chicken level. Thank you. Okay, what do you got coming up, Hillbilly?
Oh, man. First of all, I want to tell you thank you for having me on. I always appreciate it.
Of course.
Actually, tomorrow I got a video coming out. I'm doing a Bulldog concealed and carry purse review.
Damn, I thought you was gonna actually bulldog something on the video. I was like, yes.
Cool.
Oh, now I got videos coming out, and then of course on Saturday nights, 9:00 Central, 10:00 Eastern, we got Guns, Beer, and Therapy. And so if you ain't done nothing, make sure you jump by and say howdy and try to have a good time over there. I
All
think
right.
that's about it, buddy.
That's about it. Well, thank you for being here as always. Let's go to Pat. Pat in a bunker. What did you learn?
Well, I learned tonight that Obi has just about as many nice knives as he does guns.
Almost.
So, yeah, almost. But yeah, there's a lot of different nice knives and everything out there. Yeah, so if you like guns, apparently we all like knives too. So kind of goes hand in hand. So no, I just want to say,
you have to remember there was a time there where we couldn't buy any ammunition or guns.
that's true.
So I turned to knives.
Yeah, that's how I got there too.
Well, that's kind of how I got there too, and I had two handmade for me too. So they weren't cheap, but yeah. No, just want to say thanks for having me on, and go check out all these guys out there. They've got a lot of good content out there, and yeah, good show tonight. Thank God I was, good Lord willing, feeling a lot better today than I have been the last 2 weeks. That's why I haven't been on anybody's show or anything. Been down pretty hard with just about feels like flu or whatever it was, or the cough 2.0. Not sure, but yeah, just glad to be up and around and hanging out with you guys tonight. So thanks again, appreciate it.
Alrighty. Thank you for being here. And let's see. Let's go to Obnoxious One. What did you learn?
Stuff and things.
Stuff and things. Okay. What do you got coming up?
That would also be stuff and things.
Wow, the same answer for both questions? Is that possible?
Yep, it is because I'm putting in minimal effort.
Come on,
at
Obi,
least it's an effort.
My effort is reflecting my pay.
Come on, you can do a little better than that. Come on.
What? Than stuff and things? If
Yeah,
you were a
you can do
member,
a little bit better.
if you were a member of my
Stuff and
channel,
things.
you would already know what I have coming up.
How does one become a member of your channel?
They would have to go. They would have to go over to my channel where I'm verified and become a member.
That's exactly how you do it.
They could also go over and check out my Stuff and Things channel, which is not verified.
Yeah,
Or it
none
might
of my
be.
stuff's
I don't know.
verified.
I wonder if that carries through. Probably not, but it's
Probably
just a
not.
one channel.
I doubt it.